I'd like to begin my remarks by thanking the Honourable Member for Mid Derbyshire for bringing forward this private member's bill on child marriage and civil partnership minimum age and allowing me to be part of this debate. This bill seeks to bring laws on marriage forward to the 21st century, and as has been pointed out previously by my Honourable Member for Old Bexley and Sidcup, this is an issue that overwhelmingly affects women and girls, with 80% of underage marriages in 2018 being undertaken by girls. It should be made clear that the introduction of this bill is not about removing choice. It's about essential protections for children. The bill seeks not only to make marriage illegal for under 18-year-olds, but also to create an offence for anyone to arrange the marriage of a person under the age of 18. The commitment of entering into a marriage or civil partnership is not one that anybody should enter into lightly or without full knowledge and consent. Child marriage happens across countries, cultures, religions and ethnicities. It happens all around the world, but this debate, it is essential that we address many of these marriages are created out of coercion. Forced marriages are illegal in the UK. However, when a person under the age of 18 is being pressured to get married, research has shown that it is often by a family member. Reports have shown that young people in these situations do not merely lack the resources to report coercion, but they are also often put in the impossible position of having to report on a parent or a loved one. This could leave young girls of 16, for example, faced with the decision of sending a parent to prison or being forced to marry. Other repercussions being reported by previous survivors include being ostracised from their homes, families, and even communities. No child should have to be put in that position. No child should have to be put in that position, and this bill will take us one step closer to ensuring that no child will have to make that choice. Child marriage has also shown to be strongly linked to female genital mutilation, the practice of cutting or removal of some or all of external female genitalia. Female genital mutilation itself is growing every year in this country, and we must be absolutely clear that this is not a cultural practice, has nothing to do with ethnicity or religion. As mentioned by my right honourable friend, not in his place now, from Bromsgrove, it is a form of child abuse. It should not be treated as anything less. Social stigma is often a reason this practice continues, and this must be tackled within our schools and local communities. UNICEF estimates that 720 million women alive today were married when they were children. Research by Girls Not Brides has shown that every year 12 million girls are married before the age of 18. This amounts to 23 girls every minute and nearly 1 every 3 seconds. The UK should rightly be proud of our record in supporting and championing the rights of women and girls, both at home and abroad. For years we have fought to end child marriage in other countries, and in fact the UK has signed into 2 international human rights conventions demanding child marriage be ended in signatories' jurisdictions. However, how can we continue to advocate so passionately for the end of this practice when we still have loopholes in the law of our own that allow under 18-year-olds to marry? It is vital that we demonstrate that a child marriage is not accepted within the UK, and we will do so by introducing this bill. Studies are clear. Underage marriage has been shown to lead to lower educational employment opportunities. It has been shown to lead to an increase in mental health problems and a higher chance of domestic violence. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it was reported that cases of child marriage were on the rise. Children were not in school and therefore less able to access support, meaning that it was far harder for schools and communities to provide that support. We have a duty of care in this country to protect our children. As a father myself, I cannot imagine how I would feel if a child of mine was in a situation in which they were made to marry. If we can pass this bill and ensure that less children are put into that position, then we must do so. As child marriage does not have one cause, there is not one solution. Ending the practice of child marriage will take the efforts of many communities, individuals and governments. But what this bill will do is continue the process of its eradication. We have a duty as members of Parliament to ensure that no more children enter into marriage, which is why I must support this bill today.